time with the defensive play. Now finds Jalen Green.
Oh, my goodness!
He did it!
Oh!
The Jazz turn it. Oh! Cam Whitmore.
Şengün goes coast to coast. Oh!
Here's Williams. Here comes both teams. Here comes Rocket security. And we got a score.
Red Nation Blogga back with another video. The Houston Rockets do it. They defeat the Jazz 143 to 105. And for the first time since 2019, they've won 50 games. For the first time since 2020, they've made the playoffs. For the first time since trading away James Harden, they've made the playoffs. They finished with a record of 50-27 with more games to play, might I add. And I'm so happy to see my take come to fruition earlier this season. I have a friend, he believes that the Rockets will firmly win 50 games. I'm ready to get ignorant. I'm ready to say this team is going to win 55 games. I'm so confident in this team's ability. This team is going to be a playoff team. I'm not saying play in. Play in is done. I'm not worried about the play in. I don't think that this team is going to be a play-in team. This is a bona fide playoff team. I said that going into this season, in the preseason, this is a 50-win team. I was almost at the point of saying, like, I'm ready to pencil in 55 wins because that's how confident I was in this team. Anybody that had common sense, that had a brain, that understood basketball, anybody that understood basketball could see that this team last year that finished 41-41, despite Kevin Porter Jr. getting waived off the team last year because of a domestic dispute, despite Tari Eason missing 60 games, despite Amen Thompson missing 60% of the season or 58% of the season. Anybody that paid attention to the games last season saw this coming, unless you are an idiot. And it's a lot of you idiots out there. It's a lot of y'all, quite frankly. So just to see this team do what they do, play the way that they play tonight, secure 50 wins, which was just a prediction that I had as a fan, and I believed in my team that much. It's a euphoric feeling, and and more importantly, it's a vindicated feeling. That's what I love about this team. They have taken steps in the right direction every single season since Stephen Silas has gotten hurt. And I know it's only been 1.5 or a little bit over 1.5 seasons now. But it just feels good to be vindicated and to see this, all of these things that you saw, all of the losing that you endured, all of the little cracks that you would see of these players' potential, and you would see of that player's potential. It's just good to see these guys actually do it and put it on wax, put it in the history books, and turn the page of the next chapter to show that this team is for real. On the Utah Jazz side, Isaiah Collier, really, really good player. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists, built like an ox, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. He's really good. Utah has some good building blocks. They really do. They're going in the right direction. Obviously, Lauri Markkanen missed a lot of games this year. John Collins missed a lot of games this year. I really like Colin Sexton. There's a lot of talk about a lot of Houston Rockets fans wanting the Houston Rockets to potentially look at him as a 6-man option potentially next year for this team, to provide some bench scoring, to provide some bench playmaking, and just bench versatility. And I like the idea, but I'm not as sold as other Rockets fans may be on the Utah Jazz. I don't have a lot to say about the Utah Jazz. We played these guys already. We know that they're not going anywhere this season. We know what their objective is this year. It's to cash out on picks and to get as many picks as possible and to land as high as you possibly can in this year's draft. On the Houston Rockets side, Dillon Brooks, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 9 of 16 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. He was solid. And the thing that I love about Dillon Brooks is he's just a consummate professional. The thing that I dislike about having Dillon Brooks on the team is the reputation. He got another technical foul, which means he'll be suspended for the game versus OKC on Friday. But in my opinion, it was a BS technical foul. I don't think that it was a foul that warranted him to get a tech. I think he was in a shooting motion and he just happened to kick Colin Sexton in the wrong area, and it looks bad. But I think that if it was Jalen Green it's a common foul. I think if it's Alperen Sengun, it's a common foul. But because it's Dylan Brooks and he has this reputation, that's what they're going to do. They're going to give him a technical foul. So one of our best, most consistent offensive players will be missing the game against OKC, which, again, I just want to win as a fan. I want to win as many games as possible and be playing our best ball possible down the stretch heading into the playoffs. Amen Thompson, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 or 6 from the field, 2 blocks. You're starting to see Amen Thompson show what he could do at the point guard position. For him to be able to play at the 4 and the 3 and the 1, for him to have that capability, for him to have that versatility and that athleticism and the know-how to do it, it's night and day. And some of the plays that he makes at the point guard position, the reads, the passes, jumping off of 1 foot, hanging in the air, looking to his left, looking to his right, looking at the scoreboard before dishing it to the weak side. Like, you can't teach that type of stuff at the point guard position. You simply can't. So I love that Amen Thompson is running point guard. I love right now that Fred VanVleet is resting. Honestly, it's not going to happen because in my last video, Ime has a Fred VanVleet fetish. At first, I thought that it was just all talk. Ime Udoka has a Fred VanVleet fetish, so I know that once Fred wants to play again and he's ready to play, I know Ime is going to insert him right into the starting lineup. But I would be remiss if I did not bring it up and say tonight's starting lineup should be the starting lineup going forward, and Fred VanVleet should be coming off the bench. I think that that's what it can be. I think that that's what it should be. I don't think Fred VanVleet should start on this team anymore going forward.
We're all good.
We don't need you anymore, Fred VanVleet, to start games. We don't. You could come off the bench. You could do your thing off the bench or reduce minutes, reduce usage on a reduced role. Tari Eason, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 7 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, plus 33. He led the team in his plus minus. Tari was incredible today. The Rockets improved to 14-0 when Tari Eason starts. If I'm wrong, fact check me on that. But Tari Eason is another guy that should be starting. It should be no more coming off the bench with this guy. He's too good to come off the bench. He's too good on the glass to come off the bench. He's too good as an extra ball handler to come off the bench. He's too good defensively and athletically to come off the bench. It's no more coming off the bench. He does not need to come off the bench anymore. He doesn't. The numbers, the proof is in the pudding. That's a very common phrase, and it's very, very factual. The proof is in the pudding. Look at the stats. Look at the Houston Rockets record when he starts. Look at the record. What are we sitting here debating about? I don't understand Ime's thinking, but hopefully somebody talks to him and gets in his ear by the time playoffs time comes here. Maybe while Fred misses games and they continue to play like this and build rapport, maybe Ime will see it and he will change his ways and his views. I'm still not sold because I know he has a lot of trust and love for Fred VanVleet. But as a fan, as somebody that's an unbiased, that don't have love for any of these players, I just want the best for the team. Tari Eason should be starting. He should absolutely be starting. Let's get to the best part of the show, my favorite part of the show, the good. Jalen Green, 22 points, 7 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3 with a 62 true shooting percentage. Jalen Green was just really good tonight. He was solid. I wish that we could have got this performance versus the Los Angeles Lakers, to tell you the truth. But obviously, I know that Utah and the Lakers are 2 different levels of competition. But all in all, you play who's on the schedule, and Jalen Green had a great bounce-back game today. He was really, really solid. I have no complaints about anything that Jalen Green did tonight. I have no complaints. And that's all I got on Jalen Green. Alperen Sengun, 15 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, plus 29. He stayed in the game later than he needed to try to get a triple-double. Let's not do that. Let's learn our lesson from what happened with Amen Thompson, Ime Udoka, please. Jabari Smith Jr., 15 points, 14 rebounds, 6 of 16 from the floor. Not really the most efficient night, but I love this energy. I love what he provided. I love his energy, especially on the glass. When Tari Eason is on the glass, it makes a world of a difference for the Houston Rockets. Absolutely. And lastly, in the good, in just 8 minutes and 59 seconds of play. Let's round up and say 9 minutes. Reed Sheppard, 15 points, 5 of 7 from the floor, all 5 of 7 from 3. He's figured it out shooting the ball. It looks to be that Reed Sheppard is the prospect that we thought he was, that they said shot 53% or 57% from 3 or something wild, whatever they said when he was coming out of college, when he was coming out of Kentucky. That started from what we saw against the Phoenix Suns on Saturday and what we saw tonight. That looks like the Reed Sheppard that we drafted number 3 overall. That looks like the shooting prospect that was advertised to us as Houston Rockets fans. All season long, I've been willing to throw Reed Sheppard into trade deals, and for the right price, I might still do it. But when he plays like tonight and he showcases this level of shooting, this level of dictating pace, this level of playmaking, he also had two assists. One was an incredible dime where he used his gravity to do a nice bounce pass to Jock Landale and set him up to get a dunk. When he's playing like this, I'm not too in a rush to trade that man. I'm really not. On the bad, I'm going to just give the NBA officials a bad tonight. Giving Dylan Brooks that technical, which will make him be suspended inevitably, it was just really, really bad, man. Hopefully the NBA rescinds that, but I don't think they will. But I just think that was really, really bad. Let the guys play. It was clearly an accident. You got all these slow motion replays. You see that when Dylan is shooting and his foot is going into the upper motion, that he's looking at the rim. It's not like he's intentionally trying to kick the guy in the groin area. Let the guys play. Use common sense when you use these rules. If you want to give him a flagrant, that's fine. But a tech was uncalled for, in my opinion. And for the downright ugly, I have none. I guess the competition of the game. Utah 105, Houston Rockets 143. Got to do better than that. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I didn't miss. Let me know what you agree with. Let me know what you didn't agree with. As always, once again, thank you for watching. RedNationBlogga out.